Congressman Maloney, what do you plan to do to make yourself accessible to members of the local business community?
Well, listen, it's absolutely my first job in office to be accessible to all of you. I work for you. You pay the bills. I've done 30 town halls. I've done 19 telephone town halls, reaching hundreds of thousands of folks in the Hudson Valley. I'm out there just about every weekend talking to folks one at a time. And I'll tell you what it means. When I tell you we've done almost 2,000 cases for individuals coming to me, it means that a small business owner like the salon owner here in Poughkeepsie who came to me and said, the IRS has got this crazy idea about my taxes and they're trying to put me out of business. We go to bat for you. If you're having trouble with a federal agency and they're treating you unfairly, I want to know about it. Because my job is to work for you. And people don't even know this sometimes. They can go to the member of Congress and I will get in the fight with you. You know, I've got a friend who runs a manufacturing company in Orange County. We're actually exporting products that we manufacture here in the United States. We need to do more of that. He should not deal with OSHA coming in and giving him a $2,500 fine because his exit sign isn't centered over the door, which is a true story. And every time I hear one of that, I get red in the face. I want you to know, when I say government ought to run like a business, I mean it. It ought to treat you like the customer. It should not be this game of gotcha because you stepped on some line or some regulation you didn't even know about, and then they hit you with some big fine. So I want you to know I'm your partner in this. And we've also been active legislatively on this to make sure that if there's going to be tax cuts, they help small business owners, they help middle-class families. We ought to let you defer your payroll taxes for a year until this economy gets going again. We ought to help you with your depreciation so you can do that more generously. I've supported legislation that will do that. And there's other things that we can do to help small business. Keeping your energy costs low is absolutely essential. We also need to export more things, and we need to support manufacturing here in the United States. I have a bill on this called the Made in America Act. I believe we can make things in America again. I believe we can build things in the Hudson Valley again and create middle-class jobs so that all of your business will have middle-class customers with money in their pocket. And that's what I'm fighting for in Congress.
Dr. Hayworth, please, no applause. Dr. Hayworth, what do you plan to do to make yourself accessible to members of the local business community?
Well, I'm very blessed to look around this room and see my friends and colleagues and comrades in arms for this economy in this Hudson Valley throughout our business community. As you know, I've gotten to know so many of you personally because I had the privilege of visiting so many of your places of business when I was in the House of Representatives, and of course I've continued throughout the past couple of years because it means so much to me. And it has meant so much to the team I've been privileged to work with when I was in the House of Representatives. That's one of the proudest moments I've had is at a Veterans Forum recently. One of the men stood up and said, you know, I just have to tell you that I had a friend who had a terrible problem that had not been solved. He had not been heard for a number of years, and it was an elderly veteran who needed to have some help with the VA. And it was Nan Hayworth's team that got the job done. And I said, well, you know, that is credit to a great bunch of people. We always have had our doors open to you. We will continue to do that, of course. And I'm very proud as well to, as you know, I see so many of you at our local events for our nonprofits and for our good causes. It is a privilege to live in this community and to work in this community as I have done for 30 years. So I am always keeping you in mind. And that indeed is why when I had the privilege for voting in your behalf in the House of Representatives, I made sure that I always had your needs in mind for regulatory reform, for tax relief, for lowering your energy prices, for restraining the federal government so you'd never have to deal with a FERC problem because we have the RAINS Act in place to keep them in line. And I aspire to continue to do that with you side by side every day. And with the endorsement of the U.S. Chamber and with your help, I will do so.